Hello everybody, my name is BigBot and today we're going to be doing another video on Manjaro Architect. Actually, we're going to be checking out Manjaro Architect custom installer. Let's begin, shall we? And here we are in the grub. And let's begin. And here we are in the main menu. Let's begin the custom installation. Install custom system. Now we're going to install base packages. This may seem familiar, English, BigBot, English. But first we're going to select Yay and base devel to enable AUR. Then we're going to select two kernels. You can select Linux LTS and Linux latest, or specific here like Linux 5.7, Linux 5.4. Let's select Linux latest and Linux LTS for a change. So different headers again. If you kernel headers are okay to have. If you're a VirtualBox, you want to have VirtualBox host or guest. You can have headers or not, depending on what you want. Let's select them for now for this installation. And it's going to process the list and install what's required. So it's not only downloading the core, extra, and community DBs. Now I'm going to do everything else. And this download installation will take some time, so we'll be right back. And we're back. Now we're going to install the display driver. Auto install free drivers. For video virtual machine, for the virtual machine we're using KVM Kimu. More specifically, we're using QXL, if I'm correct. The QXL. Now it's downloading some stuff. But it should be finished quickly. We can wait. It's already downloading and installing different things. As you see, if you have, it's really quick. If you're on a terminal, you should probably take a look at this stuff. So now next turn is installing network drivers. Free will be okay, and it doesn't need anything outside proprietary, not anything. So back we are. Now the second one is actually important: installing unconfigured desktop environments. First, we're going to install display server. We have already pre-selected Xorg server Xorg Xinit XF86 input lib input, and we can also select Wayland server common Xorg server common Xorg server xwayland xf86 input evdev and xf86 input synaptics. That's all we need. Otherwise, you could select Xorg server Wayland and Wayland, but we don't need it, so let's just install this. This will allow us to display server, so it's quite quick. Now we're going to install desktop environment. This will tell us that multiple environments can be installed at the same time, with where GNOME and LXD come with a display manager, and Cinnamon, GNOME, and KDE come with network manager. We do OK. We have options of awesome with edit vicious, probably, budget desktop, Cinnamon, Deepin extra package, enlightenment and its terminology terminal, Flagsbox plus FB News, GNOME extra, GNOME shell. There are three different packages that are for GNOME: i3 VM plus i3 log plus i3 status, ICVM themes, JVM KD applications, LXD, XQT plus Oxygen icons package, Mate extra, Mate extra GTK3, Mate GTK3, OpenBox and OpenBox themes, PicVM themes, Plasma desktop, Window Maker, XFC for package XFC for goodies. And because we can do whatever we want, so all environments are unconfigured. So we can select, for example, GNOME, and let's go with something like OpenBox themes. Okay, and yeah, quite a few packages. So we're gonna be back when it's installed. And we're back, so it's time to install common packages. All of them are already selected. So those are Bash Completion, Gamin, GKSU, GNOME Icon Team, GNOME Keyring, GVFS, GFS AFC. So this is for, I believe, Apple, GVFS SMB. So for Samba shares, Polkit and Poplar, Python 2xDG, NTFS3G for NTFS, TTF Deja Vu, XDG user tiers, XDG utils, Xterm, and that's it. And all of those are actually okay to have, so press enter to install. And it's already there. Now we have to install Display Manager. The options are GDM, which is already actually installed. We see up there highlighted right now. Um, but there are also options of LXDM, LightDM, SDDM. But because GDM is already selected since we installed GNOME, it is a competent option, which is really a competent option. We press OK. The display manager has been installed and enabled. Now we have networking capabilities. So we have wireless devices. We can display them. There is not detected, so we don't need to install wireless device packages. We go to Network Connection Manager. There are options of Conman, DHCP-CD, Network Manager, and VICD. We're going to select Network Manager since it's GUI enabled and already installed, and it's actually a great system. So now we're going to install Network Connection Manager. We already did that, so it's either installing CAPS printer packages. So if you want to do CAPS printer, and there's also some other stuff. So first of all is CAPS, Common Unix Printing System. So it's standards-based open source printing system developed by Apple for OS X and other Unix-like operating system. And also have Samba. So if you have, but since this is VM, you don't need CAPS. There is also Samba, which allows for file and printer sharing. Let's do this. LTS font and a couple other stuff. So ghost script. And let's wait for this to install. It's a couple of things. So ghost script has to download and a couple other stuff, and then it'll be done. And we go back. The final part of the installing graphical interface is installing multimedia support. So we have to install sound drivers, e.g. Pulse Audio most likely. We have already not selected ALSA. We can also select Pulse Audio, which I recommend. Pulse Audio, there's also Pulse Audio Bluetooth. If you have Bluetooth support, actually really good. Pulse Audio Jack, QT, Zero Conf. Then I also recommend Pavo Control. So it's also like it's GUI based pulse audio control, and that's about it what I would recommend installing quickly. Then also the other stuff. Now, then we do installation of Codex. I normally do just everything. The first two GStreamer and GStreamer MM, and the WAPI one. So GStreamer is a pipeline-based multimedia framework. The first two options are the current and legacy GStreamer 0.10 package groups. Design is also listed. There we go. Okay. We install GStreamer and GStreamer VAPI, which is for GPU encoding based on Intel or AMD graphics cards. There is also option of installing accessibility packages and the three install accessibility packages. And we can go back to the install custom system menu. We can install Bootloader. Of course, we're gonna select grub, but you can also select refind, RFEND, or what? I'm not really good at this, and system deboot, but grub works fine. Install EFA bootloader grub. It's actually, I never seen that before, so this must be something new. I just selected Manjaro. Probably because this is custom installation, something new. So basically, you select certain name and it will probably put it into the grab. We'll see. Now we're waiting for the updating the info directory file. Now, since some UEFI firmware doesn't detect bootloader unless it's set as default, you should probably set it as default. cut, cut. You should probably set it as default. Oh, but if you have another bootloader, you should probably leave it. Or if you intend to have multiple bootloaders. But since this is only one, I can select it as boot default. Now we have to configure the space. We have all the stuff like generate FS tab. Since we are want to do it probably the best way, that would be UUIDs. Select hostname. We're gonna leave it to Manjaro. System locale. We all know that's SLSC. SLSS would be SLSEUTF-8. Desktop again for me it would be SC. Time zone and clock. Europe. Ljubljana, yes. And now again here, if you have additional device, not device, operating system on it, so Windows, for example, you should select local time. But if you're just running one system or multiple Linuxes, UTC will be okay. Now we select a root password and we create new users. We select the shell, so let's go with ZSH for this one. It's gonna install ZSH in certain stuff and gonna create instead the group. Create user instead the group. We can create another user, so for example, and we can give it bash and password. Since bash is already installed, then I need to install it. And we can go back. Now we can install custom packages. We have already seen how this works. So let's just go and jump through. Now we also have system tweaks. Again, since if we want to enable automatic login, hibernation, do some performance tweaking, or security and systemd tweaking. And then we can do review the configuration files, specifically these ones. And we can also root in the installation. But if we're happy with the installation, we are done. Now we can reboot into our system and see if we did it. Yes, yes, it's good to copy um, the whole thing and we can reboot. Of course, it's VM, so we're back when we're in the bootloader. And here we are. I don't know what that Manjaro meant, but okay, enter. And we are booting, we are booting, we are booting. Hopefully we will boot. We don't know yet. Sometimes this can take a while for the first time. Wow, it's dark for a while. And there's the mouse. So apparently something is happening. So there was no output. So something was up and running. Probably something like some sort of screen like Plymouth, but didn't run on screen for some reason. And we have GDM with our user, BigBot, which will log in us probably some sort of GNOME, probably GNOME Exarch or GNOME Wayland. And here we are. Of course, this is unconfigured GNOME, so we do not have any kind of Manjaro specific tweaks. Hmm, it was supposed to be 1080p, but it ain't for some reason. Let's just go with 1600 by 200, right? Yeah. Oh no, well, this won't work. With like, one. Hmm. For some reason, something is messing with my screen resolution, but okay. There it is. This is GNOME. So no package, certain no packages were installed. That's it. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget, use the tools that are right for the job, not that are right by the philosophy you follow. Goodbye.